Welcome, everyone, to the Show and Tell Show. This is episode 15. We're so glad that you've decided to join us for this exciting show. We've got a wonderful group of panelists that we'll be introducing to you in a little bit later. We want you to know, though, right at the forefront here of this special Show and Tell Show, that GoToWebinar is having trouble with the cameras not displaying. That's why you can't see me or Andy in our wonderful orange glasses. So I want
Hey,
you to know
everybody.
I'm wearing mine. Are you wearing yours, Andy?
I'm absolutely wearing mine, Rick. Definitely.
That's
So, yeah,
that
you're going
is
to have
good.
to think about this more like you're tuning into a podcast that you can see, which is a thing. Yeah, we're nothing if we're not adaptable, Rick, right?
That's right. We're able to handle things on the fly. You never know what's going to happen with technology, and we've actually have pictures of a lot of the swag that our panelists wanted to hold up in front of their camera that we'll be able to showcase during our show. So um, again, thanks for tuning in. As you follow the Enrollment Marketing Geeks, you certainly know about me. My work is through Enrollment Catalyst, and I help schools with their comprehensive assessment of their enrollment and marketing effort, and also putting a set of recommendations together for what schools need to do to be able to move forward. So, and then a number of other options as well, in terms of being able to help schools. So, um, hey, we just want to check in, make sure you guys can hear us out there. Can someone just drop in the question box that you can hear us? Just want to make sure that the technical side is working for being able to hear us in this webinar. So good, thumbs up. That's great. Lots of thumbs up. Hey,
Yes.
Junior, it's great to have you. Junior's been like a regular follower and fan of Enrollment Marketing Geeks, and I was just on his campus at Ontario Christian in California this week. So shout out to Junior and
Awesome.
the team there. So
Hello,
that's
Junior.
awesome.
Hello, Todd.
Andy, yeah, Andy, tell us a little bit about Tassel and what you guys do.
Well, hey, folks, I'm Andy Lynch. I'm the other one in the orange glasses, whom you cannot see. Tassel helps schools in a variety of ways. The primary way is what you see here on screen. We do a lot with online marketing, helping schools connect with prospective right fit families through those digital strategies. Academic and athletic branding. This takes a variety of forms, from refresh of academic and athletic logos all the way to comprehensive renaming of a school, which we done a few of those recently. Website development, it's a core part of our business here at Tassel. We help schools present a polished public image to prospective families, that always on 24/7 information outlet about your school. Messaging by age and stage is the signature solution for us here at Tassel. That's condensing your message by age and stage into a narrative format. And then right fit family rubric, helping schools develop a framework for assessing a family's likelihood to predict success in their model and in their context. So that's a little bit about Rick and me, about Enrollment Catalyst and Tassel. We've got some workshops, some geeks on the road. As amazing as it is to hear our voices and occasionally see us on screen, we would invite you to come hang out with us in person. We've got two of these coming up, and it just so happens that we have two panelists today, Lisa from Linfield, Dan from Timothy. Rick, talk to us about the Geeks on the Road opportunities coming up.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity to be able to come together in person. Wonderful time to be able to network. And you see the different topics. We're going to walk through the family journey workshop at Linfield Christian in July 17th. And then the admissions playbook workshop, really diving really deep into the admissions process step by step, all the strategies surrounding that. And that was going to be at Timothy Christian. And we'll get a chance to hear from Dan and Lisa a little bit later on. But wonderful opportunity to be able to come together, and you get these orange glasses that you see everyone pictured with as your
Right.
graduation gift from attending one of our workshops. So Great
Yep.
opportunity, and I really hope you take
Earned.
advantage of it.
That's right. Earned, never given. Specifically at Linfield, we're going to be stepping through the 5 phases of the family journey in that 1 day workshop, July 17. Awareness, consideration, decision evaluation, and advocacy. So, what are the strategies that your school should be considering for each of these phases? And then a deep dive into the admissions playbook workshop on July 24th, Elmhurst, Illinois, at Timothy Christian Schools. How do you really dial in the admissions experience for families walking through that? So, both of those are fantastic. I'd remind you that price increases on go into effect March 31st. So this is the Way Early Nerd Special, $295 for the first team member, $275 for additional team members. We would very much love to see you at one or both of those. So hit that QR code, and we hope to see you in person. Rick, the Show and Tell Show. This is a show that helps schools understand what other schools are doing, and this has been really fun to produce with you. But what's the thinking here? What do we want to accomplish with the Show and Tell Show?
Yeah, really, we want to highlight what other schools are doing so that they can showcase that during our shows. And we've had all kinds of conversations and examples that schools have been able to learn about how they've implemented a particular strategy. And then I've seen schools that have replicated those ideas within their own school. And so that's the whole benefit from this, to understand and see what other schools are doing, and to learn about that so you can think about how to adapt that for your own school and your own school situation.
That's right. Um, and we've got another one coming up here on April 10, and we're going to do our best to make sure the cameras are working for that one. But the one coming up on April 10, 1 p.m. Eastern, always on strategies for marketing and admissions. Rick, what's the idea behind this one?
Yeah, I mean, as you think about your role, whether it's in admissions or marketing, or maybe you're doing both, we want to just walk through what we feel like are the top strategies that you need to always be focused in on. So some of this is foundational, but certainly it's going to be advanced as well. So as you walk away from our conversation that we'll have on this upcoming show and tell show, you'll be able to think about these always on strategies. Like for example, what is an always on strategy related to admissions? It would be follow up. What should you be doing as you follow up with the prospective parents? On the marketing side, it's storytelling. How should you be involved in storytelling, as an always on strategy? So we'll really be able to dive into that, and you'll hear from my experiences and Andy's experiences in working with schools as to what we believe are some of the top always on strategies.
That's great. And for those of you who've been with us a while, not new to you, Rick, take this first dad joke, if you would. Dad jokes are an important part of the Geeks experience.
That's right. I'm going to start collecting highlighters.
Ooh, that's an interesting hobby.
It's going to be a great hobby, actually. Mark my words.
Oh, let's move on to the topic for the day. So the role of swag in your recruitment and retention strategies. The role of swag in your recruitment and retention strategies. And Rick, we've been wanting to do this show for quite a while, and I think it's really helpful to understand the context in which swag fits in. We think about swag. You might think about another term, the tchotchke, which sort of has the implications that this is sort of cheap stuff, not necessarily of high value. But actually, swag plays a tremendous role in the family journey. It could be very strategic. And we think about how this plays out. This is just a preview into the types of things we talk about in the family journey workshops at Geeks on the Road. But you think about the role of swag in each of the 5 phases of the family journey. We're not going to take long on this, but we think about the awareness phase when families are just starting to understand if they want to do private school, independent school, faith-based school. What is the role of swag there? Well, the purpose there is to raise awareness of your brand in the community. And they need to see that your brand all over the place. So it raises awareness that you are a possibility for them. Examples here: car magnets, decals, branded apparel, backpacks, seat cushions, etc. So this is where those families might see your brand in the community. And Rick, that takes us to consideration. Take consideration here in the next phase of the family journey.
Yeah, as you think about consideration, that's when a family might take the next step. They're going to potentially join your community, and so you can look at the campus visit opportunity, for example. Are you going to give something out like maybe it's a
Yep,
pen, a notepad, maybe a magnet? But they're going through that process of considering your school.
that's right. Leads us to the decision phase where they've really narrowed it down. They may apply at multiple schools. What's the role of swag here? But they're going to make a decision, apply and enroll on board. This is a great opportunity to welcome them to your community if they choose you. So we're going to give you an example of a welcome box a little later, also some apparel. We don't immediately want to turn around and try to sell them something. They just said a big yes to our school. So how do we want to affirm them in that decision, which leads to the evaluation phase in which families are estimating, based on what I was sold, how is my experience actually playing out? And the purpose here, it's about personal buy-in and affinity. They're becoming part of your community. And this is where your merch store, your online store come in. It's an important part of the evaluation phase as they're getting immersed in your community. And Rick, wrap us up here with the advocacy phase. What's the role of swag in the advocacy phase?
Yeah, that's where your current families are becoming your word of mouth marketers back into the community. So they may be going back, to their church, their neighborhood, work, wherever it may be. So anything that they're wearing or holding becomes an example of hopefully the experience that they love. So you look at all the examples there.
Well, let's do that. Let's look at some examples. We've got a pretty broad range of examples that folks have sent in. We had a lot. We picked some of these. We're not going to be able to get to all of them, but just some examples. You see some stickers here from Oak Ridge. Nouvelle Catholic has an array of items there. I love that little onesie there off to the right. That's cool. Looks like we got some Legos here.
Is that
Um,
yours that you wear, Andy?
my onesie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little tight. It's a little snug. But I'm still hoping that they'll take me as a future Panther one day. Um, I love this here on the left. The squishy, the branded squishy here. The animated form of a stress ball. On the right, looks like we've got some water bottles here from Holy Trinity as well. Hillcrest, this is a school, it used to be Iowa Mennonite School. I remember when I first visited Iowa Mennonite School, my cell phone, my GPS on my iPhone stopped working about 3 miles from the school because literally in the middle of a cornfield. But
Yep.
we rebranded this school, new name, and it's been really cool to see how Jeremy and our friends there have just taken that brand and really run with it. You see, we even have some custom coffee off there to the right. So pretty awesome.
That sounds good. I
Um,
love coffee.
and the First Academy, Rick, our friends down in Orlando. Here's the First Academy.
Yeah, they have a great online, not online, but in-person store, as you can see, and it's a great place, especially if you can have a dedicated space,
Yeah,
like you're going into an apparel store, and obviously everything is, materials or items that fans of their school want to purchase, and that
yeah.
just helps to get that image out into the community more as people wear the swag.
Yeah, it's a really nice store connected to their gym. You have to walk by it on the way in. They've done a super job with it. Here's a welcome box from a school that you were recently at, Rick.
Yeah, I was gonna hold this up in person and give a shout out to Junior and the team there, but
Way to
they
go,
gave me this welcome box, and I quickly took a picture of it. This goes out to all their new families, and it's just a wonderful way to welcome them into the school community.
Yep.
You see a variety of items there. The main thing is the T-shirt, and it's all branded, and I know that's what Junior's expertise is making sure that brand is consistent at Ontario Christian. Good job.
Well done, Junior. Let's Here are a couple examples. So I'm actually in Tampa, Florida here for a workshop. So you're seeing the background here in my hotel room. But
No, you're not. Oh yeah, the picture. I thought we could see your
yes,
camera.
well, if you look in the picture, you're going to see the background of the desk in my hotel room. But I love this bag here from Forsyth Country Day. It's just a simple bag, but this was the bag that I received when I purchased a T-shirt in their gift shop there, or their school store. Um, Providence Classical, and this is a school we took through a rebranding effort a few months back. You can see a coffee cup here, and then I love these. There's the buffalo there from the Gow School. You can see the branded butt of the buffalo there. But another squishy, and on the right, this is from Narden in Rochester, New York. Narden Academy, the gator here, the squishy gator. I actually keep these in my home office, so big fan of these squishies. So let's invite our panelists in. So panelists, if you would come on in, we're going to be able to hear you, of course, not see you, but we've got a wonderful panel with us today. And again, folks, thank you for being with us and fighting through the challenges of all the times for the cameras to not work. It's the show and tell show that focuses on swag. So these folks swung into action, sent us some pictures of some things that they had planned to hold up and show and reference today. So Nancy, Sally Ann, Lisa, Dan, and Monica, thank you all for your flexibility. And we're going to take it in order here. So Nancy, assuming that you're on and you can hear us, would you please introduce yourself, and Sally Ann, tell us a little bit about Valor, where you are, and what your roles are there, please.
Sure. Yes, I am at Valor Christian High School, have been there for about 12 years. Valor is about 12 miles south of Denver, Highlands Ranch, Colorado. It was a growing master plan community founded in the 80s. At this point, the community around us, we're realizing, has kind of been aging, but we are grateful for Tassel working with us in the last couple of years to make sure we have a robust admissions funnel and strategic marketing. So that's me. And I'll let my colleague Sally Ann, who's our amazing retail and merchandising coordinator, introduce herself.
Wonderful.
Hello. Yeah, I'm Sally Ann. I'm the retail and merchandising coordinator at Valor. I have been in my role for almost 2 full school years. Prior to that, I was the retail and merchandising assistant for a year, and before that, a parent volunteer. But I have a business management background, but a lot of retail sprinkled in there over the years.
Very good. Thank you. All right, next, Lisa from Linfield.
Yeah, hi everyone. So my name is Lisa Taylor, here at Linfield in not so sunny Southern California today. I've been here at Linfield for just about 10 years. And part of my role here is to oversee our student spirit store. So over the years, we've been blessed with, you'll see it soon, a trailer where we kind of house all of our stuff, and just try to up our game in swag as much as possible. You'll get to see some pictures, but just happy to be here and share some ideas with you guys.
Thank you, Lisa. And Dan? Dan, are you on mute? Are you still with us?
Can't hear you very well. Yeah, it's not coming through.
Oh, try again, Dan.
Hello?
Hello, we can hear you.
Check 1 2.
Check 1 2.
Yeah, sorry about that. My name is Dan Quist, Director of Admissions at Timothy Christian in Elmhurst. Just a quick plug for our Geeks on the Road site. We're excited to have fellow geeks join us this summer. Yeah, I'm here on behalf of our team. I don't directly oversee any of our swag, but excited to show some of it off today.
And Monica with Rochester Catholic.
Good morning, everybody. We're from Rochester, Minnesota. We're a marketing team and enrollment management team of 3 of us in our office. We have about 1,400 students, and I've been in the enrollment management pathway for about 4 years, 31 years in the classroom as a middle school educator. And as a parent volunteer, I served in our school spirit shop for approximately 6 years. So thank you for having us.
Yeah, very good. So I'm just going to quickly run through a few examples from our friends at these schools that they've shared with us. And then we're going to just step through some questions about how they approach their swag programs here. So when I visited the Valor campus, it's hard. I saw this trailer parked over on the side near the visitors entrance there, and it was just like, this is amazing. What phenomenal branding. So we have the swag trailer here. We've got some examples of Valor apparel. Thank you, Sally Ann, for sending in these examples here on the fly. Sally Ann, anything, or Nancy, anything in particular that you want to call out here in either of these photos?
I think specifically, I was running some analytics in preparation for this,
Yep.
and kind of breaking down, if I had to start a store over tomorrow, that t-shirt, the Columbia blue t-shirt and those flannel pajama pants would be an absolutely must-have first item I order, as well as that hat with the V on it. Um, just having some really standard items with the branded logo on it. Every kid has one, and when new parents come in, I actually say, I point out the t-shirt and the coordinating hoodie and say, by the time your kid graduates, they will have this in every single color.
I have the navy version of that hat.
Yes.
Yes, and I enjoy wearing that one. I actually have it with me here. And just imagine me wearing that, Sally Ann.
I will tell you, we just updated. We had to switch vendors, and we have a newer, cooler performance material now, rather than, you probably have the twill in front of you.
I feel outdated already. I'm gonna have to visit again. But yeah, I really enjoyed visiting your store. And one thing that struck me about the Valor Swag program is the word that comes to mind is quality. These products are quality. You have not skimped on, well, we'd rather level up and have something of quality and might have to charge a little more for it. But I appreciate that you've maintained a high standard in that. So thank you very much. More here in a moment. Linfield, Lisa, this is really cool. I love how you just open up this trailer, and you have a mobile swag store here. And tell me how long you've had this and what's going on in these photos here.
Yeah, so we've had our trailer for just about 4 years now, and it was just generously gifted to us by a family who saw that we were trying to get our merchandise in people's hands, especially after the rapid growth after COVID. We couldn't keep t-shirts and what have you stocked fast enough. So a family generously gifted us this trailer. We had it branded. We just recently moved it to a semi-permanent home right above our football field. So every home game or sporting event that we can make it to, we have that open. It's also connected to an area that will eventually become with a coffee cart and just a community area. We also pull it around, especially down at the elementary school. I don't know about the rest of everyone on here, but our elementary school, that is probably where we make the majority of our money and have the most requests for swag down at our elementary school. So it's really fun. Parent volunteers, student volunteers help run it. Yeah.
And here are a few items that you wanted to show and tell today.
Yeah, so quickly just snap these pictures of things I was going to hold up, but I would call out on the left there, that's just part of a package that we give parents when they come for campus preview day or for new enrollment. You can see in the back we have a custom cookie in a box that says it was sweet meeting you. And inside the bag with the pom-pom on top is a bunch of other little tchotchkes, as you call them, Andy. Every new student every year gets a special new student t-shirt. They're the only ones who get that. It is not something that we sell. So every year our new students have something that they can call their own. I specifically want to shout out the hat and the hoodie. These are student designed. So I had a 7th grader come to us last year and said, I have an idea for spirit wear. And he did a presentation. He did an amazing job. This was his artwork using logos that we have. And so we are running this. It's called the Broxton Collection. That's his name, and it's limited edition for this year. So once it's gone, it's gone. And he just thought that that was the most amazing thing in the world, and it has been our top selling item this year.
Really? I
Yes,
love how there's
and
a story behind that. Good for you and good for him.
yeah, we're excited for our kids to want to be involved. So
Very good. All right.
yeah.
Timothy, Dan, we've got some pretty cool stuff here. Let's work from left to right.
Sure. On the left, we have just some stickers and a keychain and pencil and sunglasses and stuff. That we have my colleague Olivia, who's our admissions ambassador, does a really great job of getting our middle school students connected into the high school to help with retention efforts. And those are just some simple things that we can give away at just some fun middle school events that we do. We also have, that's an example of what we call a Trojan buck, the thing that looks like $1. Our marketing director has those specially printed by our printer, and we give those out as you know, as students are doing things around campus that are out of the ordinary or they go beyond to help. We can give those as thank yous. I give those out to those students who come to Shadow so they can purchase a free drink from our cafe in the high school. And they can be used anywhere that cash is accepted on campus, concessions and everything else. We have some, you can't see it in the picture, but those are some Timothy branded sunglasses. And then in the back, this is just kind of a sneak peek at some things that are currently in process. Trying to get a bobblehead made of our mascot, Troy. And that currently resides on my desk as the lone prototype. But that is something that we're working on as a potential giveaway someday.
I thought that was you, Dan.
Yeah, it is not me. As much as I would love to take ownership of the likeness, that is not me. In the middle, we have our giveaway box for our open houses. So it's a branded box. We have a handful of photos around the box. And then inside, that is the world's greatest pizza cutter. So I don't know if any of you have had the pleasure of cutting a pizza or quesadilla or something with that, but it is truly the world's best pizza cutter.
Oh,
And you can get those custom branded.
That is totally
Yeah.
unique. I've never heard of another
I've
school
not.
giving that out.
That's a
Yeah,
first.
it's super popular. Yeah, they're a hot ticket item.
Okay.
And then on the right hand side, again, just some fun giveaways. That's an example of a T-shirt that, again, my colleague Olivia just had designed. When we do large community events here at Timothy, again, love to get our younger students involved. And so this T-shirt was specifically designed for our middle school students, so that we'd said the first 100 middle school students to check in got a free shirt. And then every year we try to come up with something new to give to our new students. This particular year was a pair of socks. So we had those made. And then the little stuffy on the right is still a work in process. We have not found a vendor that can accurately depict Troy. So that's the closest we've gotten. But yeah, there you go. We also do have a store online on our website. You can get T-shirts and hats and all kinds of stuff.
Got it. Cool. Very good. And Monica, Rochester Catholic, what do we got here?
Awesome. Oh my gosh, I've got my notepad in front of me and I'm jotting down ideas from all of these pictures. Thank you, everybody, for what you're sharing. Without the use of our camera today, we did a quick shot of just things that are right here in our office and things that we're branding. Rochester Catholic does have a spirit store over at our high school that you walk past as you come into the gym. We do have a trailer. I don't have pictures of those. And again, just like one of our colleagues shared, top selling items, absolutely the flannel pants, the sweatshirts, and the trucker hats are something that these kids are just really into. Something that we do at Rochester Catholic is we really try to support any of our current families who are vendors in the swag industry, and especially alumni. So we're working with Citrusy is the name of the vendor. They are alumni and they have a specialty trucker hat business, and they do all custom work and their quality is excellent. So working with them currently on a trucker hat design, you can see the Squishmallows. They are the biggest hit everywhere we go. They happen to have an eagle one, so we just worked off of that. T-shirts, sweatshirts, our coffee mugs, our magnets. So I just did a quick assortment. Everywhere we go, we try to brand. We try to wear purple, our school colors, whenever we're touring, making sure we have Eagle Ambassador name tags, and love what I've been seeing. And just here are some quick pictures from us.
That's awesome. Very good. You've got a banner here. I also like how you've got this pennant on the board here. So thank you,
And
folks, for
something I can
sending this
add,
stuff in. Yep, go
something I'll
ahead.
add in on that. We really try to teach our faculty and staff that we are all the admissions team, and we provide them with bulletin board things and items at the beginning of the school year so that they can have a spot in their classroom. This is actually in one of our classrooms. It is a bulletin board about We Are RCS, and we try to really help our teachers with supplies to continue to market right in their classroom.
That's good. Very good. So thank you for that show and tell. A few questions here. Um, so we talk about the difference between a family that is considering the school and a family that has made the decision to enroll. I mean, it probably doesn't make a lot of sense to give a $40, $50 hoodie to a prospective family or an expensive Yeti or something like that if you're not sure they're going to enroll or not. So how do you think about what to give away during a campus visit, during a tour? What, if anything, do you all give to prospective families in that context? And Dan, I'll start with you. Dan, is your mic on?
It is. Yeah, it's been on the whole time. I don't know what's
Okay, very
happening.
good. I can hear you now. Or did I stump
Okay.
you with that question?
Yeah, I guess one out of every five panelists needs to have a faulty mic issue, so it's me today. Our director of marketing has made the decision that we're not going to invest money into giveaways for tours. That's something that we used to do, but yeah, like you saw, we do the pizza cutter for open houses.
Yep.
We do some other random giveaways for newly enrolled students, like it's the socks this year. We've done a branded notebook and pen in the past, things like that. So we currently do not give swag to tours at this moment in time, but yeah, as I mentioned, there's lots of other things and areas in our campus life and with folks along the journey that they get other swag elsewhere.
So you've intentionally made the decision to say, look, we have cool stuff, but you only get it if you're one of us. Okay, so let me broaden that to our panel here. Others, ladies, when you think about what you give a family during that tour phase, during the campus visit phase, what might that look like?
I know for us here at Linfield, it's the same as Dan. We don't give, other than a nice brochure for our daily touring families, but for our campus preview day families who are here to tour and it's just a special day, that is when they leave with a gift bag and the cookie and a bunch of other fun things in there.
And that would be the same for Valor. We save our budget to gift our students who have already enrolled. So we do spend money on a admissions folder or a uh, offer, when we're offering admissions to some of our applicants. And then when they enroll and come for our Welcome to the Nest event on campus, we have T-shirts and other things for them.
Thank you, Nancy. Very good.
I
At
Yeah,
Rochester,
go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, Monica, go ahead.
okay. I would say at Rochester Catholic, we're really similar to all the others that have spoken. We do have a nice branded folder with some very nice brochures inside. If we have invested in the helium balloons for the open houses that we do, that very first initial open house in October, we'll send the kids away with a balloon at that elementary level. We have a popcorn place in Rochester that everybody loves, and we'll actually fill up a branded box with popcorn and thank them for popping in. We'll give away a tiny saint that matches with their school, St. John or St. Francis or St. Pius, from the tiny saint vendor. But really that initial tour, it's very simple swag. But then as they come back for shadow days and have enrolled, then it's T-shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts.
Yeah,
Great.
that's great.
Sally
I
Ann,
really go ahead.
I just wanted to
Sally Ann, you
piggyback.
had something to add?
I wanted to piggyback a little bit on what Nancy was saying. In my role, especially when I'm working with giveaways for either prospective students or for our current students, I try to avoid items that will potentially end up either in the trash or being donated because we don't want our brand name showing up at Goodwill.
Yeah.
Mm.
If that's, I mean, if I hope I'm saying that at least in a kind
Yes,
way,
that's
but
right.
I try to target items that people actually want and will hold on to.
Mm,
Yeah, and
good.
that's very important, definitely. I think that leads us to think about our next question. How do you think about what you give away versus what you sell? I know especially Valor and Linfield, you guys have those trailers, the stores. Um,
Mhm.
Walk us through how you decide what you put in your stores. What are your top sellers? Some of your comment. You mentioned some of that during your show and tell portion, but highlight that for us. Do y'all want to start at Valor?
Sure. Um, Huh. Can't like
You're stumped.
reflexes. I am. Because I feel like, again, this is probably a team answer between me and Nancy because I work on the retail side.
Mm-hmm.
Everything I sell is for sale, or everything I have is for sale. So, Nancy, do you want to field that question first?
Sure. I mean, again, we're just very conservative with our budget, and we don't have too many giveaways. We do a little something for our grandparents on Grandparents' Day in the spring, and then, like I said, we have a T-shirt and a lot of good food for our enrolled students who come on campus in April, the end of April, for their Welcome to the Nest kind of hype. We just want them on campus. We want to share our excitement and give them a chance to kind of meet and not too much, play a game and just kind of interact in a small way.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I will add to that once again, and I hate to keep circling back to the same point, but items I believe have a value added when there is an expense involved. And we keep our markup very low in the store. It's only enough to cover just simple overhead, because we want all of our items to be attainable.
Hmm.
But I do think, like, if somebody comes into the store, sure, we could give them, I mean, we give away a number of t-shirts. I'll come back to that in a second. But if they want to buy a hat, they're much more likely to hold on to a hat that cost them $16 or $18 than something that was given to them free, because there's a perceived value there. I mean, it can be a nominal expense, but there's still oh, this actually costs something. It's not just a giveaway. And I think there is a
Yeah.
value added there.
Yeah, they're going to value that more. And I'm going to put you on the spot here, Sally
Yeah,
Ann. It's our specialty.
great.
You said that you try to keep that markup at a minimum. I know
Yeah,
that's a question. If you're ordering swag and you plan to sell it, um, that's a question a lot of schools have: is how should we price this? I mean, are you? Would you mind sharing how you think about that markup?
absolutely. When I stepped into this role, I actually went to our um, our business office and I asked that question directly. I said, "What is my purpose? Am I here to make a profit for the school, or am I here to get the brand name into the community?" And the
Mm,
answer was absolutely, we want the brand name in the community. So I don't see my role as turning a profit for Valor, but I do need to cover. I'm a part-time employee and I also have an assistant, and I cover enough, we have enough markup to cover our salaries plus some other overhead fees. Um, but we're definitely not churning massive profits for Valor as a school. Does that answer your question?
yeah, yeah.
Clarify
I love the way that you backed into that, just saying, "Hey, what is our purpose here? Is this
that?
intended to be a profit center?" I think that that's a really strong point about the role of swag in brand awareness and also school spirit. So thank you all for that. Next question here. Have you had any misfires? Have you had perhaps some swag that you thought this is going to be great, but you ended up with boxes and boxes of it because no one really wanted it? I'm going to open that up to the panel.
Yes, this is Dan, just making sure my mic works before I go.
Go, it works.
Yeah.
Okay. So the sunglasses, those were a huge misfire. This was long ago, before we had a director of marketing who started taking everything over, and when I was still trying to do a little bit of everything on my own. I was working with one of our teachers who was somewhat sort of in charge of spirit wear, and I said, "Yeah, order a box of 500 sunglasses. Those things will go."
Yeah.
And I think we're still working on the same box.
Hmm.
And so we've
Yes.
just turned those into just giveaways and have eaten that cost.
Yeah. Didn't see that coming, did you, Dan? All right. Next, anybody else? Some swag that didn't go as planned?
So
They've
I
done
have
a
an
perfect
anecdotal
job. Go ahead.
story.
Yeah, go ahead.
When I first stepped into this role as the assistant, we had, and I don't know how long they had been in inventory, but we had some mesh jerseys.
Wow.
And the person who was in my role at the time, we looked at each other and said, "What are we ever going to do with these jerseys?" And I mean, they had been there for who knows how long, until one day a football mom decided she wanted one. And then every football mom needed one. And we sold out within 10 days. And we were being asked when we were getting more.
That's great.
So
So it's
it's
always important to have an influencer behind your swag. Or
exactly,
yeah,
exactly. I mean, I've learned the hard, like, it really just takes the right customer And sometimes you sit on that merchandise. And this has happened more than once.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. You never know. There's
Mhm.
a tipping point there. That's great. So let's look at the other side of that coin. Just rapid fire. We'll go in order on screen here. What Sally Ann, you spoke to this earlier, but like, hey, this is our top seller.
Mhm.
This I cannot imagine doing our swag program without this item. What would you all say?
Go ahead,
Well,
Sally Ann.
okay. That the T-shirt or what we call our essentials line. So it has the Valor V on it. I have hoodies, I have crew necks, and I have long sleeve and short sleeve T-shirts, and I do them in all three of our school colors. The flannel pajama pants, hats and beanies are a must-have. Beanies we sell like crazy, and I try to keep those styles fresh. Um,
Mhm.
and honestly, that's oh, there's the picture right there. There's our essentials line. Um,
Mhm.
and then everything else is, I wouldn't say secondary, but oh, there we go. There's our essentials page on our website.
Yep.
Um, this is definitely what I would say students wear. This is geared toward the students, but younger siblings and um, also, I mean, parents will also sometimes grab one of our essentials for whatever reason. Um,
Love it.
yeah.
Love it. We're
Mhm.
going to chat more about online stores here in a moment. Let's keep going. Lisa, what would you say? These are our
Mhm.
top one or two items. These are the essentials.
Yeah, really similar to Valor. I would say hoodies, hats, and beanies for sure. We order those multiple times a year in mass quantities, and they always sell out. And then for our moms, bling items. So hearing Sally Ann's story about their mesh jerseys, we have never been able to keep our mesh jerseys stocked because we bling them out. And so the second a mom sees rhinestones and glitter, just sparkle, those things go super fast. So I would say those are our top sellers.
That's great. I've not heard that. Bling
No, I
them
haven't
out.
either.
Is
Anything
that an
blinged.
inside job? Is that something you guys do in house?
We
Or
have a vendor who Yeah, we have a vendor who's an alumni mom. She's been here for years and she has a clothing company and she's the one who does the blinging for us.
okay, I did not see that coming. Thank you, Dan. What would you say?
Yeah, Timothy, like everyone else said, hoodies, t-shirts definitely go the fastest. I see a lot of long sleeve tees from just walking our halls. But as far as parents go, especially moms, we have this waffle crew sweatshirt in both red and
Uh-huh.
gray. Um, yeah, there's our store there. It's down a little bit of ways, but it's just a simple sweatshirt with Timothy across the chest. I see it everywhere,
Hmm.
especially with moms. But for as far as students go, yeah, hoodies, t-shirts for sure.
Okay, very good. And Monica.
So a little bit of a different organization we have is actually our spirit store is managed by our Eagle Booster Music Club, so our Fine Arts Club. They do all the ordering, all the managing. They work with our marketing team with branding of designs. But as far as the selling, the hours, the tracking, it's all done through the music boosters. So
Wow.
what are,
Okay.
that our spirit store is not represented well on our website because what you're seeing right there are just the in-store items that students might wear to school, but they have a large array of other items that I'm noticing they are not showcasing on their website.
Okay.
So for me to speak about our spirit store isn't accurate, but when we do swag at open houses and shadow days and the hoodies, the trucker hats, um, the t-shirts are all things the kids love. The one thing that we continue to have people ask us about are our Eagle keychains. We had a really cool hard plastic keychain made, and people still are asking for those. So that was a big one for us.
Rick, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, all of you really gave examples of what you're selling in your stores, which is great. But I'm wondering what is like your top swag gift item that you've had.
Yes.
So maybe we could just go real quick back to the list, and we'll go in reverse order, starting with Monica. There's one top swag item that you've given to a prospective parent. What would you say that is?
Well, I just said keychain. I guess the next big hit is our kindergarten signing day jersey that our kindergartners get.
Okay.
Cool.
That's great.
Parents love
Tied
them.
in with an event. Yeah, that's wonderful. What about you,
Yes.
Dan?
That's our world's best pizza cutter.
Okay,
Hands
so you
down.
like that the best gift. Okay. Anything
Yeah.
from you, Lisa, at Linfield?
Yeah, I would say ours isn't probably super glamorous, but our parents really love car stickers. They want
So important.
piles of them to give to their families and other people, so it's our
You
car
like
sticker.
sticker better than a magnet?
We've not done car magnets before. We've done other magnets that we send, for admissions reminders and fun things like that for families, but we've just done a vinyl sticker, and those go pretty quickly. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, that's great. What about Valor, Sally Ann, and Nancy? Anything that's a top swag gift item at Valor?
I'm sorry, I may have missed the question. I had someone come to the door. Sally Ann, did you already speak to this?
Just what is your top gift item, a swag? Like maybe what admissions might give away. If you don't know, that's fine. We'll just keep going.
No, just keep going. I'm not sure.
Tell that person to go away. You're in the middle of a high class
Hey, it's,
production here. It's
I
like, what are they
know,
doing?
but I can't turn away my hot tub repairman.
Oh.
That's awesome.
Did you wear like your Valor bathing suit when you go hot tub?
No Valor bathing suits, but
Okay, all
Sally Ann might
right.
have something to share about the Valor pajamas that are just so popular. I don't know. We can go on though.
Yeah. Let me ask this question to all of you or whoever wants to answer this. Welcome box for new families coming into the school. What do you do if you do that, and when do you give it to them? Maybe I'll focus this one on Lisa, Dan, and Monica.
Mm-hmm.
Like a welcome gift to the new families.
Yeah, over the years we've changed. We've done welcome boxes with T-shirts and other fun things inside. This year we're actually trying something new. We're doing a sticker postcard to our new families. Just a postcard that has stickers that have to do with Linfield, and then we'll probably put in a keychain and some other fun things. And then at our back to school night, we give all of our new families that new student shirt with a welcome card that's written by our student ambassadors. And so we just do a couple different things to try to make sure they feel welcome.
Okay, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Dan or Monica, you want to comment
Yeah,
about what
we don't currently have a formal welcome box yet. I'd love to get there. I would love to send a new family a couple T-shirts and car stickers and whatever else. But right now we just do the whatever gift we decide to give to the new students. This year was socks. We also do send out a communication in the summer to all of our new incoming families, and they can sign up to have a Timothy yard sign placed in their yard. And we have a team of us that just go out and plaster yard signs all over the place.
Yeah, that's awesome. I like that approach. I've seen other schools where they've delivered not only yard sign, but they've also delivered that welcome box with the gifts, to the door front of where the family lives. So anything you want to comment on, Monica, about a welcome gift to new families?
Yeah, we're the same as Dan. We would love to get to the welcome box. We did a design proposal for a sticker like postcard, like you mentioned also, Lisa. But when we do our welcome events, we typically will give out that quarter zip, and it has their class on it, class of 2029, the jersey, and then each school, we have 5 schools, they each have their own t-shirts that they use at their schools also.
Okay, that's great.
Mm.
Very good.
So we've received a number of questions about online store setup. Is that something that you do in-house? Is there a particular vendor that you have used to set up your store? So for those of you with an online store, how have you gone about that, and how is that managed? Uh, Dan or Sally Ann, I think, take that one.
Oh,
Maybe
sure.
Sally Ann.
I inherited my online store when I stepped into my role, but we use Shopify and I've been really happy with it. It's really user friendly. I would say, in fact, I know that our online sales make up about 21% of our sales annually. So having that online component, and every single item we sell in the store is available online. Um, and I feel
Okay,
like that really, like, our families seem to like that. It's an
gotcha.
easier option for them.
Yeah, nicely done. Dan, how about you?
Yeah.
Tell me about your online store.
Yeah, so that's my colleague Olivia's domain. She does a great job of managing the online store. I forget what platform she uses, but I know we're selling a lot of stuff because people have to come in. They can choose to either have it delivered or they can have it just picked up here in the high school office for free. And my office is 6 feet away from the reception desk, and people are coming in all the time picking up their stuff. So, yeah, super popular. Yeah, like I said, Olivia does a really great job of managing that. We do have a parent that volunteers to help her. Um, but yeah, I apologize. I can't share more details than that.
Well, I think I might be able to help you there. Both the Valor store and the Timothy store are set up using Shopify. And then it becomes a question of how much inventory that you want to carry to really stock that. So let's, as we draw our conversation to a close here, what advice would you give to schools that are really considering leveling up their swag game? And we'll take it in reverse order here. Monica, we'll start with you. What advice would you give to schools that are considering leveling up their swag game?
Well, when I thought about our show and tell, I thought about swag not only at the spirit shop, the store level, but also at each age and stage from your birth all the way through your alumni and beyond. And as I thought about it, if I was going to level up, I feel like what I really need to do is make myself some type of a document that really identifies what's being given away at each different age and stage to really start putting things down.
Nice.
Um, because there's so many ideas after just all the pictures I looked at, and it's like, okay, what did we give for this class and what did we do for this? So I feel like if I'm going to consider leveling up, really putting a plan in place with the goal and the purpose for why you're doing what you're doing at each level. And then also don't forget to go to not only the welcome nights, but go to parent teacher conferences, take your show on the road to the football and basketball games, set up places so that you have your swag present and brand everything we do.
Very good. Dan?
Yeah, very similar to what Monica said. Have a plan. I sit down with our team every year and we kind of go through, this is what we're going to give away for open houses. This is what we're giving away for new kids. This is what we're giving away for large community events, etc. And then to add to that, I would just say walk before you run. Start
Hmm.
small, find something that works for your
Mhm.
community, and start there. And then just continue to build on that each year.
Very good. Thank you. Lisa?
yeah, just building on what Monica and Dan said, have a plan, just know your community, what they're most interested in, and less is more. We definitely made the mistake of trying to push way too much stuff to our people at first, and then we saw what they mostly wanted, and that's that they just want something that they can wear in the community and be proud that they're a part of our school. So yeah, definitely a plan and know your community.
Oh, that's great. Thank you. Sally Ann, Nancy, any words of wisdom here as we wrap up?
Wow, I love what all my fellow panelists have said. I agree completely. One thing I would add is that in our store, I try to seek out small vendors beyond the items I've already mentioned that are our big sellers. I look for boutique-y type items.
Hmm.
And I go for small minimum orders. I only bring in sometimes a dozen of something. And when it's gone, it's gone.
Ah.
And that sort of generates a demand. Oh, where did you get such and such? Well, you better get over to the store because they might sell out. Um, and that way the market doesn't become oversaturated also.
That's
Uh,
good.
so those items are really fun to bring in.
Thank you. Nancy, anything else here?
Oh, Nancy's in the hot tub, apparently.
No.
I was waiting for someone to say that.
That's good. Yeah. Thank you.
I
No.
wasn't.
Oh, I love
No,
it.
I'm
Fantastic.
Sally Ann said it best.
Very good. All right. Well, thank you for panelists. You guys were great. Thank you also for your flexibility and not being able to be on camera today. That's a mercy probably that that our panelists can't see Rick and me, but I'm sorry they didn't get to see you all in live and in person. But thank you all. You did a fantastic job. Very helpful. I'm going to wrap up with a quick dad joke here. I told my wife I was going to build a car out of spaghetti, but she said it was impossible. You should have seen her face when I drove pasta. Terrible. Just to prove that Rick and I were actually wearing our orange glasses today, there we are in our respective environments here. Encourage you. We've got our Lisa and Dan, our hosts for our Geeks on the Road events this summer. Nancy, I know that you've been to one of these, and I look forward to seeing hopefully many of you join us this summer, whether it's in Temecula, California, Elmhurst, Illinois, or both. Don't forget to register for the April 10 Always On Strategies for Marketing and Emissions. You can click that QR code or visit the enrollmentmarketinggeeks.com to register for that. I know we've also been getting more and more questions about Halda, the AI lead conversion tool. If that's something you have interest in, make sure to check in with Micah Fox, our solutions advisor. And Rick, that brings us to a close on an unusual, but I think really impactful show and tell show, episode 15.
Yeah, I think it actually warrants a swag part 2 show when we have the cameras working. So we'll have to plan on that someday down the road here. So thanks everyone for joining in. Thanks panelists. It's great to have you
Thank you.
part of this show and tell show. And always, thanks Andy.
You bet. Great to be with you folks. So long.
Bye. See you next time.
Bye.